Bohemian Rhapsody probably should have been called the Freddie Mercury story, since the film is really all about him. And honestly, there is nothing wrong with that. The remaining members of the band Queen were involved in the making of this film, and it is clear they wanted to tell this story. Some other critics have complained about stuff that's been left out of the film, or certain things that might have been exaggerated or changed for dramatic purposes, such as relationships between Mercury and the band leading up to Live Aid. But anytime a movie is made about someone's life, things have to be left out or changed. A life can't be squeezed into a few hours. For me, I went to this film not knowing much about the band other than how Mercury died, so it was easy for me not to focus on things left out or changed. Instead, I was able to simply watch the film for the story and the performances. Director Bryan Singer was fired during the filming of the movie for reportedly being difficult to work with and not showing up at times. The studio then brought in director Dexter Fletcher to finish the film, who is also responsible for most of the final edit. So it's hard to say who to give credit to for the film as a whole. Bryan Singer's name is the one that we see in the credits as the director, and he was responsible for filming the majority of the film. So I'm going to assume he is primarily responsible for the final product. Another side note, I've never really been a huge fan of Queen's music. So before people start leaving comments, throwing tantrums, and getting all super pissed, let me be clear here. I respect the band as talented musicians, and Mercury did have a fantastic voice. So it's not the music in so much as how their music has been played to death over the years. I mean, think about it. How many movies and times on the radio has their music been played? And that's kind of what annoys me about them. And a little bit about those super fans who will leave comments bitching and complaining that I don't like their music. They're like Apple fanatics that think any computer other than an Apple is terrible and Apple's the best. Okay, now that I've gone on a couple little sidetracks, back to the movie. For me, to say that I liked this film with so much of their music in it is a testament to the direction and makers of this film. But most importantly, to the performance of Rami Malek. From the teeth, to the way he did the voice, to the movements, he nailed this performance. When it comes to actors portraying musicians, it is up there, in my opinion, with Val Kilmer's performance as Jim Morrison in The Doors. So overall, Singer and Fletcher do an excellent job in Bohemian Rhapsody of interlacing the narrative of the film with the music of Queen. They also do excellent aerial shots of crowds done as CGI mixed with actual people at the concerts. And the performances, as mentioned previously by everyone really, is excellent. Everyone involved in this film make it worth watching. So even if you're like me and you're not much of a Queen fan, I would still recommend seeing this movie. I really enjoyed it, and overall, I would say it was really well done and absolutely worth the time.